If you struggle with shyness or social anxiety, check out our free No BS training course with actual useful advice you can do from home. None of that just get out there nonsense. The link is in the description below. For now, let's get to today's question.
How to overcome social anxiety to improve your happiness. Simple hacks for introverts. It's 4 p.m. on Saturday. I have plans to go a dinner party at 7. I agreed to attend weeks ago. The host of the party is a newish friend and I was honored to be invited. I greatly respect my new friend and I am looking forward to getting to know her better. But I don't know the guest list and now that the time is approaching I am feeling the urge to bail. I could say I'm sick, I'm not feeling well and I don't want to get anyone else sick. No, that won't work. She'll know I'm making an excuse. Now the thought of having to tell her a lie as to why I can't go is making me more anxious than going. I'll just suck it up and go. Maybe I'll know someone else there. It's just a dinner party. I don't have to stay long. Just show up, eat, and say I have to leave early. I'm sure it will be fine. I'm overreacting. Just be an adult and pretend you have social skills. This is the thought process that goes through my head before most social engagements I attend. It even happens in sports training situations. As a triathlete, I enjoy training in groups and find it motivating to have group accountability. Yet, regardless of how long I've been training with a group or how well I know them, I always get anxious before a session. What if I'm really slow today? What if I fall behind or hold people back? Maybe I should just train by myself until I'm in better shape, then I will join the group session. All of this self-doubt goes away once I show up and start training or start socializing. There may be some awkwardness in the beginning, but in most cases, I end up having a good time and leave the situation feeling happier than when I started. I also feel a greater sense of pride for having overcome my insecurities and made a connection with others. The science behind social connections. Turns out there is scientific research behind these feelings of happiness and well-being we get from making social connections. Dr. Christine Carter writes in Greater Good magazine, people with many friendships are less likely to experience sadness, loneliness, low self-esteem, and problems with eating and sleeping. Research scientist Emma Seppala, PhD, echoes that same conclusion on her website. People who feel more connected to others have lower levels of anxiety and depression. Moreover, studies show they also have higher self-esteem, greater empathy for others, are more trusting and cooperative and, as a consequence, others are more open to trusting and cooperating with them. In other words, social connectedness generates a positive feedback loop of social, emotional and physical well-being. She also lists compelling advantages socially connected people have in their life. Stronger immune systems, able to recover from disease faster, 50% chance of increased longevity. So there's lots of reasons to increase our social connections. Science is backing up what we already feel when we connect with friends and loved ones. Having a sense of belonging in our community has a domino effect of well-being and spreading compassion outward to the world around us. How to hack the social anxiety. Yet in spite of all this incredibly compelling scientific research, I still struggle to put myself into social situations. I still have to suppress negative self-talk or make bargains with myself to overcome my introverted tendencies. Here's a few ways I have learned to hack these tendencies. Use social media less. This may seem counterintuitive, but social media use has been linked to increased stress levels and depression. Feelings of inadequacy and insecurity build as you compare yourself to your social media friends. The face that is painted on social media platforms is always brighter and shinier than the reality, yet most people take it at face value. This is where the comparisons wreak havoc on your self-worth. One easy way to limit your usage is to turn notifications off. Once I did this, I found I can go days without even thinking about social media. Harness the fear. I like to remind myself that the fear diminishes the more consistently I show up. Whether it's a social event where I will have to make small talk with strangers or a training group that is above my ability level, I try to use the fear as my motivation. I know that the more consistent I am at attending, the easier it is to push the fear away. Soon I find myself feeling anxious if I have to miss a meeting/session because I don't want to lose the confidence I've gained by attending. Ask questions. A friend of mine who is in sales and makes a living talking to people all day long, told me the key to making conversation is to just ask questions. People like to talk about themselves. They like to feel that someone is taking an interest in them. So rather than focusing on your own insecurity, focus on someone else and ask a question. Then listen to the answer so you can ask a follow-up question. Before you know it, you'll be having a conversation and maybe even enjoying yourself. Join a meditation group, or some other group that doesn't require a lot of talking. Yoga, swimming, biking, Tai Chi, Qigong are all great social activities that don't require a lot of socializing. Anything that promotes mindfulness is a great way to be at ease in a social setting and has the added bonus of reducing stress and increasing your present moment awareness. Recruit a friend. The old saying that there's strength in numbers is absolutely true. Having at least one person you know you can talk to can be the comfort you need to attend an event. Just be careful you don't limit yourself to that person and negate the purpose of meeting new people. Go it alone. Alternatively, there are some situations where going alone can be empowering. If everyone is a stranger, you have the freedom to reinvent yourself. While I have never been able to fully embrace reinventing myself, I have found comfort in attending concerts, movies, and festivals by myself. It can be liberating to lose yourself in music or a story without wondering how your companion is enjoying themselves. You are free to meet others or not, and you have the freedom to be on your own time and schedule. Making strong social connections has many amazing benefits. But for those with introverted tendencies, it can be work to make those connections. Hopefully, the above tips can help relieve some anxiety and build some confidence to help you relax in social situations. The best advice I can give to make the most of social connections is to be patient and kind with yourself. It's okay to be introverted. It's okay to enjoy being alone. Don't beat yourself up for this. Accept this part of you and encourage yourself as you would encourage a friend. Remind yourself that the discomfort or anxiety you feel will give way to joy and happiness as you deepen your connections to others. Each time you dare to step out of your comfort zone, you are expanding your network and growing as a person. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Explore with me. Sign up for my free newsletter and I'll send you my latest discoveries in mindfulness, happiness, and creating a balanced life.